free agent. What do you think his status is going to be? Kevin Durant has an option. You think both of these guys are going to stay? And the third person is Klay Thompson. Klay lost a lot of shine this year when Durant came in and took a lot of his shots because they do the same things. What do you think his future is? These three guys' futures are with the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, well, first let me say Steph and KD are both re-signing. That word has already pretty much come down. They were just talking about it on ESPN earlier. Those guys are re-signing. I don't know how much money Steph is going to sign for. They're saying if the cap goes up to $122 million, he could get a $200 million deal. We'll see. But he's re-signing. KD is definitely re-signing. The rumor is he's going to take less money. They're going to figure it out. These guys are super rich. They're willing to go over the cap. They're trying to win. As far as Klay is concerned, you know, Klay Thompson idolizes Stephen Curry. So, like, that's his guy. And we also got to remember he's not chasing the bag. He's a second-generation NBA player. So he came from a little bit of money.
You're right.
And it's a constant misnomer that that KD took away from Klay's shots. I don't remember what it was at the end of the season, but I definitely know I looked in March or April. Steph, Klay, and KD were all averaging right around 14 shots a game. So not much change. It just became more efficient. And Klay is there really to hit open shots and to play defense, and that's what he does.
I don't know, though. And we're finishing up with my man Brandon Peters. Last night, Klay Thompson only had 11 points. You're talking about a guy that has the NBA record for most points in a period. I brought this up several times. And they pretty much do the same types of things. And in these clutch situations, clearly they've gone to Durant more than Klay Thompson. You don't think
they should.
Yeah, right. You don't think the ego comes into play at all for Klay Thompson? Like, saw what he did the first 2 years when they didn't have Durant and to what – in comparison to what he's done this year, you don't think that he feels, like the young people say, that he feels some type of way?
I mean, obviously, to get to that level as a professional athlete, you got to have an ego. That goes without saying. I've never seen Klay be that guy. I don't think he's an alpha guy. As far as when I say alpha, I mean he's not that guy on a team.
Right.
I feel like he could go to another team and they would need another star to do something.
Okay.
And to correct you, Klay he only had 11 points. He did only have 11 points last night. But, you know, he had 13 shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he just wasn't hitting at the end of the day. And the reason that KD and Steph had more shots is because there are times, this is the beauty of this team. And this all comes from the Bulls. This is Steve Kerr. He brought a lot of that DNA to the Warriors, those 90s Bulls teams. They turned it on in the third quarter. Just like Mike knew. Mike was like, all right, I'm going to play with y'all. I'm going to do what we do. I'm going to get everybody else involved. When it's go time, give me the ball. And that's what Steph does, and that's what KD does. And it's a horrible mismatch for virtually any team. Yeah. You would have to get two defensive wings who can also score on another team in order to compete with this team, and you'd also have to be deep. Like, everybody's talking about the stars. Let's not act like when KD went out that Kerr didn't start Patrick McCaw to UNLV, and that boy looks good and came in and put in serious minutes last night in a closeout game in the finals. He's 20 years old, which means he'll be on the team for the next 5 years. The way that the contracts are situated now, like, they got heat coming off the bench. Ian Clark put in major minutes in the playoffs. Like, this is going to be a dynasty run.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with you and your homeboys right now in Atlanta. So BP lives in Atlanta, once again, from the Bay Area. You and your Oakland boys and ATL, y'all getting real hyphy right now, ain't y'all? y'all just getting all hyphy. Y'all getting all hyphy up in the ATL streets today, huh?
Hey, man, you already know. If you ever came out to Cali picnic, man, we thousands deep out here.
Oh yeah. I've been to the Cali picnic. So every year, for people that don't know, there's a huge contingent of California, LA people in Atlanta, many of which who went to Morehouse, to some school in the AU. And every year they have this Cali picnic out in Washington Park. It used to be in Washington Park. I haven't been there in a couple years.
We do it at Morris Brown now, man, and it's bigger than ever. We had YG come out and perform. this past April, man, it's bigger than ever. It's people flew out from all over the country, came in from other countries as well to come kick it because there's nothing else like it in the world.
Wow, I missed it. I haven't been to it in many years. The last time I went, it was in Washington Park, and I was like, damn, it's a lot of Cali people in ATL. So that's what's up.
Hey, you got to come out, man. You got to come out, man. Before we go, I have to plug one thing, man. Every Wednesday at Slice on Piedmont Avenue, if you're in Atlanta, we do hip-hop trivia ATL, which is basically a bar trivia night that's also infused with hip-hop. We got voted as Critics' Choice for Best Trivia Night in Atlanta by Creative Loafing, been written up in a bunch of magazines. Complex just shot one of their shows at our event last Wednesday, so it's blowing up, and we're about to take it on the road. But you guys got to come out. And just so happens this week, 2 days before his birthday, we're doing all Tupac trivia this week. So if y'all are in the A, make sure you come out. Follow us at Hip Hop Trivia ATL on all social media. And we all, like I said, we will be bringing it to a city near you very, very soon.
Oh, that's what's up. I keep saying I'm going to go out there, man, but obviously
you
I've
got
been very busy.
Man.
So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make it out tomorrow night. So you said Wednesday night is Slice on Piedmont.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What time does it start, like?
We go from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to do all that I can to get out there tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be out there tomorrow night. Slice on Piedmont.
My man.
Come out and hang out with me and my man Brandon Peters, writer for Slam, Hoop Magazine, Playboy, and check him out on Day One, the #1radio.com. BP, thanks for the time, brother.
Thank you, brother. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. A little BP hung up on us like that, man. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So we're going to just skip over the break and go ahead and get you this entertainment news. Yeah, today's date is today's date. Today's date is June 13th. That's right, June 13th. Celebrating birthdays today are Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. The two twin girls, strange acting. Always got a silly looking face, a look on their face. Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen are 31 years of age today. Twins. Happy birthday to them. Chris Evans. I think that's the dude that plays Captain America. Chris Evans turns 36 years of age today. Happy birthday to him. Tim Allen, actor, turns 64 years of age today. Happy birthday to him. This cat, Luke James, the dude that played Johnny Gill in the New Edition story. Luke James turns 33 years of age today. Happy birthday to him. And, here we go. Two more guys. Hassan Whiteside turns 28, center for the Miami Heat. Mike Smith turns 58, former Atlanta Falcons head coach. And also, I got a special shout out to, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Shouts out to my man Sensational, to Stewie, who celebrates his 9th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, Sin. Yeah. And that is it. Quickly, a couple little entertainment stories, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We've been honoring him all day long. Today's show kind of got like a West Coast feel with it, talking about Boyz in the Hood, and we had my man BP on just now talking about the Golden State Warriors from the Bay Area. Ice Cube was honored in Hollywood on Monday morning when he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's right. The ceremony was attended by a number of influential and close people in Cube's career, including Dr. Dre, a member of their group NWA, John Singleton, who directed Boyz in the Hood, Cube's first movie on the big screen, WC of Cube's West Side Connection group, and NWA's DJ Yella and MC Ring Ren, among others, attended. He acknowledged that those around him for his success. He says, you don't get here by yourself. He said, today is not really about Ice Cube. It's about all the people that helped me get here. Ice Cube becomes the 2,614th person to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The ceremony came just days after the hip-hop icon released the 25th anniversary of Death Certificate, the classic album, and 3 days before his 48th birthday. Congratulations to Ice Cube. And lastly, Forbes has just released its highest-paid celebrities of 2017, and perched at the top, a career-high $130 million in the last year, is Sean P. Diddy Combs. Earlier this month, the mogul also landed atop the magazine's list of hip-hop wealthiest artists of 2017. Number 2 on the list was Beyonce with $105 million in earnings. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling brought in $95 million, while Drake sits at number 4. Drake made $94 million last year. What? Wow. Forbes has just revealed his highest-paid celebrities of 2000 list, and once again, Puff Daddy's at the top with $130 million in the last year. Also appearing on the list is The Weeknd, who made $92 million the last year, number 6 on the list. He talks about marketing himself toward a major record deal, huge fan base, and billions of streams on digital platforms after earning a cult fan base back in 2010. Also featured on the list is basketball star LeBron James, English band Coldplay, radio host Howard Stern, and author James Patterson. Last year's top earner, Taylor Swift, dropped to number 49. The singer brought in $44 million, down from $170 million. Oh, boy, she's got to go on food stamps or something like that. June 13th, today's date is National Call Your Doctor Day, National Random Acts of Light Day, National Kitchen Klutzes of America Day, National Sewing Machine Day. Do women still sew? My mama had a sewing machine. She could sew her ass off, man. National Weed Your Garden Day. Those are all of the days today, June 13th, 2017. Yeah! So 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. From DC Cavalier in the chat on Spreaker.com. He says, Clay is a California guy. He might leave the Warriors in 2 years, but he's not going much further east than the Rockies, probably to the Lakers in 2019. Yeah, he has another year on this deal. He doesn't become a free agent. I think this is the last year in which he's under contract. So a lot of times what happens in the NBA, they'll try to shop a deal, a guy, if they know that they can't make a deal with him. And so if Clay kind of intimates that he's not happy being this third fiddle, behind KD and Steph Curry, and maybe he wants to be out, that would be a nice spot for KD in L.A. Or not KD. Did I say KD? That would be a nice spot for Klay Thompson in L.A. That would be perfect. If Klay Thompson and Paul George end up in L.A. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about? Hello? Hello? Caller, are you there? Hello, are you there? No caller there, so call back. But that's a good point, DC Cavalier. He's an L.A. kid. Daddy played for the Lakers. I think his daddy actually was drafted. I think Michael Thompson, his old man, was actually drafted by the Golden State Warriors. I believe that's the case. And obviously played many years for the Lakers, helped them win a couple rings. From Felpay, Darren Williams lost 2, 3, 4 steps and a J. From Cool Cell, CP3 rumor is based on the fact that the Clippers want to get something for Chris Paul, plus Kyrie is close to free agent terms. Right, I just talked about how in the last years of these NBA players' deals, if they kind of get the feeling from the player or his agent or whoever that it's going to be hard to re-sign them, they'll try to make a deal for him. And so that's where all of this talk about Clay or from Chris Paul is coming from. Kind of like the same conversation they're going to start having about Klay Thompson, especially based on how his